Hey everyone, welcome to Gamers Media Wire. If you want to get into PC gaming at a console level price, stay tuned and we'll show you how. So today, to build this console level rig, we're going to start with a simple AM3 Athlon 2. It's probably a 2010 model. It's going to be comparable to the modern day dual core, so it's actually about an edge because it has 3 cores. Good there, should run everything modern. Then we're going to install this 128 gig SSD. All your OS main programs should fit perfectly on that. Then we're going to do a 1 terabyte for all your games, which is plenty of space. And for the graphics card, we're going to do a GTX 1050 Ti, 4 gigs of VRAM. Should run all your new AAA titles on a lower setting, but play it well. And we're just going to include a cheapo power supply, cheapo case. Don't matter. It's going to run fine. So now what we're going to do, we're going to get the motherboard installed in the computer case. So we got to get the I/O shield in first. Forget that. There's no going back. So we're going to put the I/O shield in like this. Always pay attention so the audio ports are towards the bottom. Most of the time that's the case. I shouldn't say every time. Just going to make sure each corner snaps in nice and straight. Maybe. There we go. Then we're going to go ahead and drop the motherboard right into the tray here. Try to line up those back ports with that I/O shield as best you can. Kind of hold itself up with that. Now once you got that all lined up, let's try to put a screw in each corner.
Well, this is what I'm going to fast forward through. And the problem to speed through. Don't really matter. I think this is not recording, is it? Oh. We need to be able to go back on.
Alright, now that the motherboard's installed, see it's nice and secure. We'll put the hard drives in. We'll probably put one hard drive in here and the other one maybe up here. So now at this point, we've got the motherboard in. We've got the 2 hard drives installed. We've got all the front panel stuff hooked up, good to go. Now we got to put the power supply in. So all you got to do is line up the screw holes on your power supply with the case. Should only be one way that's possible for it to go. Your case should have came with screws for this, same with the motherboard.
Honestly, probably just skip through this. I'll just cut it out. Just like right when I start screwing and then just cut to when I'm done screwing. I can't see this anyways. This is why the screwdriver is nice though for this stuff. Yeah. And then doing fans. Oh my god, so much nicer.
Alright, once you get that power supply screwed in all the way, find all your power supply connectors here. The big one's going to be your 24 pin. That's going to be your main power. It's got to go to the only one it fits into, obviously. And then depending on the motherboard you got, you're either going to have a 4 pin or an 8 pin version of this. This motherboard only requires a 4 pin. It's your CPU power. And then this one we just need 1 Molex for a fan up front. So you just put that male into the female port. Now that fan's got power. And then we got SATA power. You need those for your hard drives. So the SSD should have power there. We got one more SATA cable for the big hard drive up here. All right, all your power should be hooked up. Now we're going to take the 1050 Ti and drop it down in here. To install this 1050 Ti, just set her down there nice and slow. Line it up with that yellow PCI Express slot. It might be blue in yours, depending on which motherboard you got. Sometimes you got to get the top in first. Line it up nice straight and push down until you hear a nice sensitive click. That was a little aggressive, but it's in. And then you just screw down on the back. So now we are done with the build for the most part. To recap, we got a 1050 Ti, it's a 4 gig card, should run all your games. 6 gigs of RAM memory for the computer. An AMD Athlon 2 triple core processor. It's better than a dual core, so you're going to get the little advantage of multiple cores, but it's not as good as the newer quad cores. Kind of between. Got a 128 gig SSD, 1 terabyte game drive, and that's about all it takes. Now all it's left to do, get your side panel. This one's got a fan on it, so we have to actually hook this up. And some motherboards will have extra fan ports on them. Some won't. This one does, so we'll take advantage of that. Done. And make sure you got no wires hanging out in your CPU fan, because that's never fun. And that's it. So that's how it's done. And we're going to go test it now. Hopefully it works good. And I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching.